So the long dash here, there's another example of its usage in the book. It says he tried M dash. Sorry, long dash is M dash, and the short dash over here, which I actually ended up deleting, it's option hyphen, so it's a little bit bigger. So that's an N dash, as in E-N. I'll type it out for you, N dash. And then this one here is an M dash. Okay, N dash, this is the short one, because it's about the length of E-N, or of an N, I guess. And then the longer one's supposed to be about the length of the M. Kind of like double. Anyway, so M dash versus N dash, but if you say short dash and long dash, that's fine too. I'm sure people will get it. But anyway, the example given in the book is, in a sentence is, he tried M dash, unsuccessfully M dash, to convince his mother-in-law the weather in Minneapolis, St. Paul area was beautiful for more than 2 months a year. So it's kind of like a little afterthought. You could probably use commas instead, but sometimes people use the dashes. Anyway, I don't know how necessary this is to know, but according to Terry Ryberg, it's pretty important, so I decided I'd cover it. Okay, moving on. We're going to do some character formatting or paragraph formatting to this so that it looks more like the invitation. Let me pull that up really quick. So the invitation is supposed to look like this. So we need to do a few things to it to make it look like this. Right now, I just typed it up using the default font, which on my computer is Minion Pro. So I'm going to change that to the one specified in the book, which is Adobe Caslon. And as you can see, I started typing it and it just filled it in. And if I hit tab on my keyboard, it drops down to the next little option there, which is the type style. And so right now it's at regular, but I can go italic and hit enter. Oops. I think it didn't affect it yet because I wasn't highlighted. Okay, so I highlight it first, then go type Adobe Caslon, hit enter, so it changed, and then tab. Whoops, that is not working. Okay, let me try that again. So it's Adobe Caslon, and then I type italic, and then hit enter. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to center it just like it is in the example here. And all those specifications have these little cute icons that kind of demonstrate what they do. So right now, as you can see, it's on aligned left. And I want to align it to the center. So I click the one that looks like it's aligned to the center. And if you don't know what it is, you can always hover over it, because when I do that, it says exactly what it's supposed to do. In fact, all of these little options here in the Adobe programs, they usually always tell you, which is very convenient. So you can kind of do your own investigative work. It's good to understand the logic and be able to find things, you know, even if you haven't been introduced to them. You can just kind of figure it out yourself. It's very empowering. Okay, so that's done. And then the next step, okay, so we're supposed to find a glyph to put in between the lines Wisconsin and dinner. And I'm going to do another soft return since everything's soft returned here. So that was the shift return or shift enter, depending on if you have a Mac or PC. And then what they've been teaching me in this book here is to put a Z, although it's not entirely necessary. Wherever your cursor is, you can put a glyph there, but the Z kind of is the placeholder, like it's going to go there. So let me grab my glyphs panel because we're supposed to add the glyph. And I don't know, I kind of just picked this one here. It's not perfect. In fact, maybe if I do this one. Yeah, if I just keep typing on them, they just show up. If I double click, that's what I am. I'm doing double click and then they appear. And then I can delete the ones that I don't want. I don't think I want that one. I kind of like this one. Yeah, I think that goes well with the font. The italic, because it has like this italic feeling, the thick and thins, and it's all like leaning to the right, just like the text is. It's something to think about when you add a graphic, that the graphic and the text should kind of go together. So, like I was expressing the thick and thin